What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RestlessCorpse. Welcome back to Elite Dangerous. This is episode 90, which is kind of crazy, but I've been saying that a lot lately. It's just weird to me that I've stuck with a series this long, and you know that there's going to be a ridiculous amount more videos because I still am about 19,000 light years away from the bubble. In any case, today I have a couple things to talk about that aren't necessarily Elite Dangerous related. They're more YouTube related. So remember a few episodes back I was talking about a lot of like YouTube drama, and it is just it's escalating. It is getting to the point, and I'm glad that I'm not in any of it. And before we start talking about this, I want to preface this video by saying that my channel is not a news channel. I may talk about things that are going on, but don't look to me for news. This is just me, like, I don't know, talking about things that they don't necessarily affect me, but they kind of do because they're in the space that I am occupying. I am occupying the YouTube space, the YouTube gaming space, and these things are coming from like YouTube gamers. And I don't know, it just seems like if you're subscribed to a lot of the bigger YouTubers lately, like PewDiePie or Markiplier, you have to have heard about this. Like people just going crazy, like calling out each other, you know, insulting each other, picking fights with each other, real or other, you know, offline or online, and it's getting out of hand, to be honest. And there's really nothing I can do about it, obviously, because my channel has, well, speaking of, almost 650 subscribers, which is pretty damn cool, because I remember only a couple episodes ago I was talking about 600. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I have a tiny channel, and I'm okay with that. I'm working on doing what I can to grow this channel, but it's not something that I would ever resort to drama for. You know what I mean? But the drama is just getting so crazy that even PewDiePie, who, to my knowledge, kind of stays out of a lot of that shit, because he doesn't need to get into it. He's got the most subscribers on YouTube ever. But even he is, you know, starting to kind of get into stuff. Like, he released a video about YouTube drama, like urging people to not perpetuate it and stuff like that. And then obviously some haters of his, or not necessarily haters, but just people who thought that his video was kind of ironic or, I guess, hypocritical, because here he is kind of talking about YouTube drama, whereas he's trying to say, you know, keep it away or whatever. I don't know. I don't want to get into the point of these people's videos, whatever, but it's getting to the point where even he is now kind of in an argument with another guy called KSI. Like, I don't know anything about KSI. To be honest, I never really was a giant PewDiePie fan. I only really even subscribed to him a couple days ago. Like, I don't know. I think that the content that he is putting out lately is actually pretty fun, and I've been watching it. So regardless, let's not get into that. But the point is, like, even someone like him getting into this drama means that this drama is getting crazy. Markiplier was talking about it. PewDiePie is talking about it. I subscribe to, well, I don't necessarily I don't subscribe to a channel called Scarce, but I do watch his videos. It takes a lot to get me to subscribe to somebody. If I may watch videos from a channel all the time because they'll show up in my feed and I'll be like, hey, it's a video from him, I'll check it out. But unless I am actually really interested in watching your, like, let's take Game Grumps for example. I watch Game Grumps every day religiously. Now granted, lately they've been putting out every once in a while a video, depending on who is in the video and what game it is, because I know some people say gaming channels aren't necessarily about the game, they're more about the personalities, and that's mostly true. But if I have absolutely no interest in the game that they're playing, then I won't watch that video. But the point is, it takes a lot for me to want to actually subscribe to a channel because, and it's not like, oh, you know, you have to be worth my time or anything like that. It's because I am a YouTuber and I understand how it works. People who sub to your channel but don't watch your content do more harm than good. Sort of. So I don't want to be one of those dead subs. I don't want to sub to a channel but not watch any of their content. It hurts their channel more than it helps. And now the big YouTubers that have millions of subscribers, obviously that's not the case. One person subbing to their channel, not watching any more content is not that big of a deal. But regardless, so getting back to the point, Scarce is a channel that I watch a lot, but I'm not subscribed to. But he kind of reports on some of this stuff. He does it over like Call of Duty gameplay, which doesn't interest me at all, but I like listening to what's going on. And he's been talking about it. That's where I kind of heard some of this stuff. Now, speaking of Scarce, I just watched his video from today, and I need to scoop this, I think. I just watched his video from today, and I saw something that pissed me off. I'll just go right off the blunt end and say it absolutely pissed me off. Now, it wasn't something that Scarce did. It was something that Scarce was reporting on. Apparently, there's a streamer or a streaming conglomerate or something like that, High Res TV. Now, one of these guys from High Res TV named, I think, Brandon. Apparently, if what Scarce says is anything to go on, this guy was a pretty popular guy. He plays Smite or whatever, and he had a lot of viewers. And one of his viewers donated because, like with Twitch streams and stuff, sometimes they'll have it set to where if you donate, you can set a little message that will pop up on the screen with your donation. And I guess people like doing that. That's kind of how a lot of these, like, a lot of the Twitch raids and stuff go, where they'll donate $1 or something to say something stupid on the screen over and over to spam it or whatever. And these Twitch streamers, like, act like they don't like it during the stream, but you know they like it because they're getting $1 from you over and over so that they can spam it. But that's beside the point. Somebody donated and sent him a message, and the message was, and I'm not going to say who it was from because I don't want to. Well, whatever. I'm not. It says, "I tried killing myself last August. Discovered your videos once I was released, and Smite has become a positive outlet for me. Thanks." Now, listen. What happened next is what pissed me off. And I was here on Elite Dangerous doing some jumps, trying to figure out what I was going to talk about in this video. And when I do that, I tend to watch like the news channels, like Scarce and sometimes Kostev, who isn't really a news channel, but he talks about things like this sometimes. And this guy, this streamer, got pissed and went off, called this guy an asshole, told him that he could get the fuck off of his stream. He doesn't want to hear shit like that. Now, here's the deal. Like, I understand what he thought he was trying to do. Because when I was young, I used to kind of take this stance on suicide where you are an asshole if you commit suicide. You have people that care for you, the people that, look after you, people that depend on you for things, and you killing yourself fucks them over. Like, I get that aspect of it. But this guy took it too far. And I think that he not only did it take it too far, but he was insulting the guy, insulting everybody that was sticking up for this guy. And I think that he went about it completely wrong. And I think that his message was not the same as what I just described, where you think that someone who doing that is selfish. Yes, he said that. He said that the guy was selfish, the guy was an asshole, but he did it for the wrong reasons. He was talking about how this guy put some burden on him by telling him this. Now, listen, here's the fucking deal. Like, this guy that made the donation and said this comment is essentially thanking you for saving his life. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, this guy, and I kind of know where he's coming from. Now, I've never been suicidal, but I have suffered from depression for a very long time. Like, actual clinical, like, not just because I'm sad depression. All right. And that's why I enjoy the Game Grumps so much. And that's why I watch the Game Grumps religiously every single day. Because it got to the point in my depression where I needed something to laugh at all the time. I needed, like something to make me happy. And if I wasn't watching funny videos or playing funny games or watching funny movies or, just laughing at these things, I thought about the depression. This stuff kind of keeps my mind off of it. And that's, I don't know if I've ever pointed this out, but that's why I started going so hardcore on YouTube. Like, it gives me motivation. It gives me something to focus on. I might have talked about this in a previous episode. It gives me, like, goals that I can realistically meet. Like, get a video out every day. That's a goal. That is something that drives me and keeps my mind off of things that would otherwise lead me to a dark place. So when somebody says that watching someone's videos has helped them and basically like kind of saved their life, I get that. I understand that. That was what got me so into Game Grumps and Markiplier and Two Best Friends and all that stuff. Just watching videos that made me laugh, that were funny, that were entertaining. It keeps your mind off of this stuff. So for someone to say, like, if someone were to say that to me, that would be an amazing honor. And the guy even said that when he started going off. He was like, I know that other streamers hearing this would be like, that's awesome, but you know what? I think you're an asshole. It's like, dude, what the like, seriously, this guy just poured out his heart and soul to you in front of all of your viewers on your stream, donated $5 just to say this to you. He gave you money just so he could say something. You like, you don't get it. You're like, it would make more sense if you had given him money for this. Like, he essentially paid you just to tell you thank you. Like, it just blows my mind that would happen in general anyway. And then to come in or to respond by being such a blatant asshole about it. And just think about what's going through this guy's head. Like, maybe, you know what? Maybe it took him an hour or a day or a week or a month to build up the courage to even say this to this guy. And then immediately a slap down for it. It enrages me so fucking much. And it's not just because it hits home. It's not just because I'm in a similar boat sometimes. I want to reiterate, I have never thought about suicide. It's never been a thing for me. But depression is terrible. It sucks. It is life-sapping, It ruins people's lives. And for this guy to tell you that you have helped him that much, and that he is so grateful that he wants to pay you just to tell you thank you, and then you throw it in his face, that is absolutely fucking terrible. And it riles me the fuck up just even talking about it right now. I've noticed you guys have noticed that I'm probably cussing a lot more than I usually do. And you know what? If that gets to you, I'm sorry, I apologize. But this fucking guy, I cannot believe. And the only good thing that I can say about this part at all was that the guy was fired the very next day. He was fired from whatever Twitch group that he was in. And rightfully so. The guy is a total dick. And it doesn't set a very good image to the group that he was in. I still just cannot believe that he would do that. And people in his chat, because he told the guy to get out of his chat. He was like, you can go watch another streamer. And there were a bunch of people in his chat that rose up to this person's defense. And they were like, telling him how horrible he was for saying something like that. And every time he was just like, he would say their name. He'd be like, you can get out of my stream too. It blows my mind. Now, my day job or I guess my job, since this isn't really my job. I don't get paid from YouTube at all. I am such a small channel that if I and I don't even like monetize most of my videos. Like if you guys have noticed, I've never monetized an Elite video ever. In my job, I work in customer service. I'm a bartender. My job, whether I like it or not, is to be nice to people, because you know what? They pay my check, like my paycheck. And I know that that's kind of a cliche thing to say, but in the bartending business, I know a lot of you may not be Americans that watch my videos, because you know, people in the UK tend to play a lot of Elite as well. Customer service or just hospitality jobs like that, bartending and serving at a restaurant, stuff like that, we literally get paid by the customers. The customers give us money in the form of tips. I make way more in tips at my job than I will ever make in my paycheck. Now granted, I make a lot more than the server minimum wage, and I'm not going to say how much, but I think the server minimum wage in the USA is like $2.33 an hour, at least the last time I checked, and that was many years ago. I make well over that hourly as on a paycheck, but that's not the point. The point is, even that being the case, the majority of my income is tips. It's the same thing with streamers, guys. As a matter of fact, as far as I know, unless you are part of some giant group, and maybe this guy is, you don't get a paycheck from Twitch at all. The money you make on Twitch is from donations. It's not like YouTube with ad revenue. And I could be wrong. Maybe there are things that, you know, I'm obviously not a Twitch streamer. I have before, but I have at most like 20 or 30 followers or something like that. There's no fucking way that I'm ever going to get paid from Twitch. But you make your money as a Twitch streamer from donations. That's how it works. And some of the Twitch streamers make a shit ton of money from donations. But my point is, nobody's going to give you your money if you are a total fucking dick. Like, it's just not going to happen. I mean, again, could be wrong. Maybe people like that type of thing. But it's just, I cannot believe that he would not fall over himself thanking this person for their kind words, because that's what I would do. You know, if somebody thought enough of me to pour their heart out like that, not only pour their heart out and tell me thank you for just playing video games, but pay them at the same time. He donated $5. Like, $5 doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're in a Twitch streamer with thousands of viewers and they're all doing that fucking adds up, you know? And the guy probably could have just donated $1 or 50 cents to say what he wanted to say, but he gave him $5. When I get a $5 tip, it's like, fuck yeah, $5 tip. That's what I'm fucking talking about. I rock that. You know, I rock that customer. That customer loved me enough to give me $5. And to think that that's at work. That's me working. This guy's just fucking playing video games. I don't understand it, man. The guy just pisses me off. It just pisses me off, and I hate that I sat here for like 18 fucking minutes talking about it, but oh man. All right, well, speaking of 18 minutes, I guess that's all the time I've got for this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more videos of Elite Dangerous or any of the other videos that I've done, I might as well plot a new course while I'm doing this. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you have anything to say, throw it down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this motherfucker. I don't know what his Twitch name was. I think that his Twitch name literally was like High Res TV, but the thing that I saw was High Res TV's DM Brandon berates suicidal fan or something like that. Just let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you think that I'm do you think that I'm in the wrong for thinking that way? Do you agree with me? Do you think that nobody should ever talk to anyone that way? I don't know. Whatever, just throw it down in the comments, guys. Remember, my name is Commander RestlessCorpse. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. That is not just something I say. I know I say it after every video, but I've said this several times. I mean, you guys could be watching anybody. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.
Eject. 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 Eject.